Good afternoon. We got another beautiful day here. Probably 70 degrees, sun is shining, a little bit of wind, and just went for a walk here after lunch. I think I wanted to chat about getting back into the routine. I didn't really give this that much thought, but I just had this kind of hunch that for me it's time to there's a better phrase than like lock in, but it's time to be more intentional. I think is the word I'm looking for. And I was just my subconscious had brought up this thought that was like, well, how can I, now that I'm in a place where I don't want to physically move anymore, and again, I mean that in the sense of like I'm here to sink my teeth in and get back on the business and growth and learning journey, developing and just like living life rather than the administrative aspect of life of, okay, I need to get this and this done. I need to go here and then I need to go up there and I need to drive somewhere else. Like now it's like living life. And my subconscious had brought up this thought that was like, well, if that's the case, then what is the most, how do we structure our day again? What should my routine be? What activities should I do that contribute the most to that? Because now that I will have time in the afternoon not spent driving places, like how do I optimize for focus, for learning, for growth? And one of the things that came up, and fitness is health and fitness was another thing, was taking breaks, getting sunlight, getting my mind off of whatever I'm focused, whatever I'm working on. I took a break this morning, like mid morning, to put up the tarp on the other side of my van. Um, and it took, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. But I was like, there was a moment when I was doing that, thinking of, this is taking longer than I wanted it to take, and that being a negative. And then immediately I thought, no, wait, this is actually productive time because my mind is off of what the problem that I'm trying to solve. I'm getting sunlight. I'm like moving around my body, um, and so my intention is to continue to do that that kind of stuff. And I went on a little 30-minute walk after lunch, which my understanding is that it helps with digestion as well as get some more sunlight in and listen to a podcast, get some steps in, keep the body moving. And so just I feel like I'm moving back towards intentionality of doing things because they're good, because they help, as I've freed up some more of my time from the administrative, if that makes sense. So listening to some um, Jordan Peterson and Joe Rogan podcast, just started it. But I figure that's the kind of stuff that in the background, you know, I don't understand everything that Jordan Peterson talks about, but I'll pick up things here and there and then might be able to apply them to my life. Um, and they're always interesting conversations. So I'm hoping to keep this up and be more active walking, working out, and working. So that's what's going on over here. Um, I was going to show you the aspens in the glorious sunlight. So beautiful. So beautiful. Do I have anything else to say? Other examples of what I'm talking about. My intention is to get back into reading more, and I haven't meditated in a long time, honestly. And that's one thing that I used to do, particularly when I was abroad. I would I'd wake up, go for a little walk, come back and meditate, and then start working. I'm not too sure if I will do that right now. It feels pretty good the morning that I have, um, but yeah. Anything else? Oh, another thing I was thinking about. I'm hoping by. I always hesitate speaking about things that I want to do in the future because, as I understand, when you talk about a goal or you talk about a thing that you want to do or an idea or something, there's a little bit of a dopamine hit in speaking about it because your brain thinks that it's happening or it's real as you're talking about it, which demotivates you to actually do the thing. But my hope is that I can have a little bit of accountability here in speaking and play on the idea that we like to be consistent in what we say, basically. So it's like if I say that I am this type of person out loud, I will try to be consistent with that. So anyway, a little side tangent, but I'm I'm gonna try to. I don't know what other phrase to use besides walk in. Um, improve my sleep routine. I think, if I remember correctly, I think I would be able to look this up, but I think my sleep routine used to be at 8 p.m. I would shut off my phone from like watching YouTube or like scrolling or just doing anything on the phone. I don't remember what I used to do in that time. And then I think at 8:30, almost exactly, was when I started my sleep routine, like brush, floss, make the bed, whatever, journal. And then that would get me to sleep around 9, between like 9:10 and 9:20, because I was trying to figure out how I used to get very good sleep scores in the van, and I'm realizing that my sleep routine is not very much of a routine lately. It's kind of like, I should probably go to bed. And I've tended to do that in a decent sleep range. But yeah, I'm gonna try to, now that I'm back with the goal of being more intentional, see if I can dial that back in and get back up into I think 95 plus would be good. Even 90 plus is good. But just having that set routine, I think, is more important than the sleep score, whatever shows up, because it varies based on your day strain and meal and whatever else. So anyway, some things I'm thinking about in terms of optimizing life and focus and health and whatever else. And yeah, getting back to it. So hopefully you picked up an idea or two, and I'll see you tomorrow.